Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is the RF2 Radical Midweek Series here from Donington, round 2 of the championship, as the drivers are just preparing to go out for their warm-up session now. Qualifying is complete, and we'll have our grid for you when they start their formation laps. So they're just finalising everything now before we go to the first of two 25-minute races tonight here at Donington National, a great little circuit in England, just over 66 seconds long in terms of lap time for these SR3s. A great little racetrack for these cars, actually. It suits them quite well with that long straight down, with the two long straights and some nice firing corners through the back section of the circuit. So just into warm up now as we wait for the grids to be sorted and to go to the first race of the night. And don't forget, everyone, in the second race we will have a reverse grid, so make sure you stay around for that one, because I can guarantee you there will be a lot of action in that race, as reverse grids do tend to cause quite a bit of chaos in the opening laps, and quite a bit of battling throughout the race. So just waiting to finish up warm-up. We're about 5 minutes away from the start of the first race. And we've got 17 cars that will be lining up on the grid today, which is a great field for these radicals. So welcome back everyone to the RF2 Asia series, the midweek series with the Radicals here at Donington Park. We've just finished warm-up now and we're just preparing to go to the race, or the first of two races here tonight at Donington, two 25-minute races, as we're just waiting now for... And there we are. So we have gone to the grid, and the drivers are just lining up on the grid now for the first of two 25-minute races here at Donington. Standing start here for these cars as well, which is interesting because these cars have a really hard clutch, so they're hard to get off the line, so it's going to be an interesting start once we get around to it. But here we are then on the formation lap here at Donington Park. Race 1. Your grid is on pole position. We have Aaron Taruna, Daryl Brady starting in second, Alexis Calipano will start in third, Emin Wong will start in fourth, Kelvin Wrong will start from fifth, Paul Faustino will start from 6th, Yang Ji Wong will start from 7th, Adi Gat will start in 8th, Dean Jose will start from 9th, Golf will start from 10th, Gilbert Eamon will start from 11th place, Mark Robinson will start from 12th on the grid, Alan Escott will start from 13th, Rashad Rahman will start 14th, Kevin Huang will start from 15th, Gu JK will start from 16th, and rounding out the grid is Jake Frezek. So he'll round out the 17 car field who we have here today at Donington for round 2 of the midweek series, as they come down the Dunlop straight now and come through the S's onto the front straight, and then they'll line up on the grid ready to start the first of 2 races here today. So Aaron Taruna on driver's right, Dale Brayley starting on driver's left, as we just wait now for the field to line up. Just waiting for the back half of the field to line up now, and then we'll be just about ready to go racing here at Donington. So here we go then, for the start of race 1 here at Donington. And we're racing here. Great start from Dale Bradley off the start. He'll take the lead straight away. Taruna, the pole sitter, has been absolutely swamped as they go down into turn 1 now. So Bradley leads, but Taruna will hold on to second from Edmund Wrong. Carpano's dropped to 4th. There's a car off in the background. I think it's Gagat, who's now rejoined. And actually no, it was Paul Faustino, who's now rejoined, and he's at the back of the field now in behind Frezek. So as for the first time they come through the Schwantz curve, Bradley's got a 1 second lead already over pole sitter Taruna. Wong 3rd, Carpano 4th, and Kelvin Wrong rounds out the top 5. Golf has got a great start from 10th. He's up to 6th now. Yongji Wong in 7th, Escott 8th, JK 9th, and Eamon rounds out the top 10 for now as they come down the Dunlop straight for the first time. As now we'll see if Taruna can start to reel in the race leader Dale Brayley, as he's caught 3/10 in the second sector on this first lap as they come across the line to complete lap 1 here at Donington. So Bradley leads 8/10 over Taruna. Edmund Wrong starting to go with the pole sitter as they come out of Redgate. And Carpano, this is starting to turn into a little bit of a battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th here. And it might just include a leader soon enough as well if they keep catching Bradley. Looking a little further back, Calvin Wong still. Oh, Calvin Wong's lost it on the exit of the old hairpin. He's lost 5th place to golf. So golf up to 5th. Calvin Wong now back down into 6th. And look at this battle here in the midfield behind Young Ji Wong for 8th. Well, actually, it's behind JK, so 7th, 8th. Looks like 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th on the line. In fact, it goes even further. Kevin Huang in 13th on the back of this trainers. Now this is a huge train of cars in the middle of the field. Great racing, as it looks like Jung Ji Wong is looking to the inside, JK into the S's, gets the move done for 7th place. Very good move there from Wong to take the position. Oh, there's a car off. I think that might be, yeah, that was Gilbert Eamon. He's gone off and he's now lost 10th to Jose, and Mark Robinson's looking to the inside now as they come into Redgate. But he's not going to be able to get it done. Actually, Eamon now has fought back and taken 10th back away from Dean Jose as they come through Craner Curve. And as a result now, they've sort of lost this battle for 7th between John G. Wong, Go JK and Gagat. But some great racing through the midfield. At the front though, Dale Bradley has pulled out a bit of a lead now. He's 1.3 seconds ahead of Taruna, who's got about half a second over Edmund Wong, who's got Capano for company as Capano sort of dummies into the S's, but he's nowhere near close enough to make a move as they complete lap 3. And 2.5 seconds covers the top 4 at this stage. Taruna is sort of sitting about 1.2 seconds off the lead, so it looks like Brady's got control at the front for now. Golf sitting nicely in 5th as John G. Wong. Something's happened here. Who are we missing? We're missing Calvin Wong. Calvin Wong's had an accident somewhere. He's dropped to 13th now. So Calvin Wong, who started up in the top 5, down in 13th. Very early on in the race. Now he's got Kevin Huang not too far behind. Rashid Rahman is just behind him. And it looks like Alan Ascott might have been involved actually with Calvin Wong, because now he's dropped well off the back of the field and in last place. So it looks pretty stagnant at the front. Brady's just pulling away now from Taruna. He's got the lead out to 2.1 seconds over Taruna. Wong sitting about 9/10 back in 3rd, and Calpano about half a second back in 4th. Let's see what's happening. Gilbert Eamon's now up to 8th as he's got Dean Jose for company, and oh, it's a very late dive to the inside for Eamon. Might compromise him on the exit here to Jose. Jose's really on him. It's all over the back of him, but he can't find a way to pass. Not the easiest track to pass on is this Donington National layout. So Jose not able to make a move down into the old hairpin. Gagat's there as well, as is Festino, who's on the recovery drive. Actually, he's gone up the inside through Schwartz curve. That's a great move. Oh, there's a little bit of contact between 2 cars there, but Festino grabs 10th off Gagat, sorry. Actually, just ahead as well. Jose has got past Eamon. There's a little bit of contact. Jose's off the track. He's going to drop down massively. He's going to... Oh, that's a big accident. Dean Jose on rejoining. Got T-boned by... Actually, he might get T-boned again. No, they all miss him this time, but Dean Jose just got T-boned there by Calvin Wong, I believe it was. Amazing that both cars are still going, to be honest. So, back to this battle for 7th. 7th through to about 12th. This battle is Eamon and Festino, who was off at Redgate on the first lap. He's on the recovery drive. He dropped all the way to the back. He did qualify well inside the top 10, so it's no surprise I see him just drive his way through, but he had a little look at the old hairpin then on Eamon. Eamon a little bit wide through the middle of the old hairpin. He's going to do it again. Festino is going to make this move at Shorts Go, 2nd lap in a row, and he may not get it this time. Eamon's got the inside for McLean's. Can he hold it around the outside? No, he can't. There's a little bit of contact. Faustino's off the track, and Gat will take 8th place away. Actually, there's a car off. JK's off. JK's off up ahead. Here he joins, but he's dropped well and truly down the field. It looks like he's going to lose 12th to Wong, possibly. Actually, he may hold on to 11th. Wong's going to have a look into the yeses, but he's not close enough, so JK does hold on to 11th. So this battle for 6th now goes down to about, well, it goes down to 13th. Kevin Huang in 13th on the end of this train. So there is a small battle. We'll just check in on it quickly. It's not too close, but 2nd through the 4th still is not sorted. The Taruna, Edmund Wong and Capano are still separated by only about 1.5 seconds. But we'll focus on this battle for 6th. I don't know where to look. As now Gagat and Faustino's going to round the outside this time of Schwarzkopf. That's going to put him on the inside for McLean's, and he should be able to take 7th place away. And Gagat's gone wide. Mark Robinson's going to sneak through and take 8th away from his teammate. So now Faustino gets a take 2 at Gilbert Eamon's 6th place. But if he makes a mistake, he's going to drop well back like JK did. JK was running in 6th earlier on, but one mistake. Oh no! Faustino totally missed his braking point there, ran into the back of Gilbert Eamon, and he's loose. How did he keep that out of the wall coming onto the wheat cross straight? And he didn't lose position either. Mark Robinson's not taking advantage. As meanwhile, it looks like JK's under pressure from John Ji Wong. He's going to hold on to 10th for now, as there's Calvin Wong's off in the background. Calvin Wong's off again. He's going to rejoin, but he's going to be behind Rashid Rahman, in 15th. We've also lost Alan Escott from the race, so we're down to 16 cars now. As it looks like, Faustino's spun. Faustino's had a moment, and he's dropped back. So that's happened at Schwarzkopf. He's going to rejoin. Looks like last, just behind Calvin Wong. No, it's going to be 16th, 15th, sorry, just ahead of Dean Jose, who somehow ended up at the back of the field. So, Gilbert Eamon, for the first time in this race, isn't under that much pressure for that 6th place. Mark Robinson's now up to 7th, JK 8th, but he's under pressure from John Jing Won in 9th. And Kevin Huang, just by staying out of the troubles, now inside the top 10. Just go back up to the front. So Dale Brady now has a 3.5 second lead over Arwen Taruna, who's still got Edmund Wong and Alexis Carpano keeping in company. But Taruna's starting to pull away from Edmund Wong a little bit, and as a result, Wong's also starting to come into the clutches of Alexis Capano. Capano was the quicker of the two in qualifying, but he hasn't been able to find a way past just yet as we approach the about 10 minutes into this race of 25, and I wonder if it's a matter of when, as Capano a little bit sideways there on the exit of the S's and loses a little bit of time to Edmund Wong as a result. Golf we'll mention Golf in 5th. A great top 5 for him so far. In no man's land, he's got 10 seconds to the car ahead, 10 seconds to the car behind, and he's just got to keep it straight and he'll have himself a top 5. But back to this battle again we go. Between, well, everyone, pretty much. Everyone in the midfield. So we've got Gilbert Eamon, who's got about 0.8 of a second over JK. John G. Wong's 0.6 back. Mark Robinson's about 0.7 back. Kevin Huang's there. Gagat's there. And honestly, if they keep battling, Jacques Frezak might just join that train as well. He's about 1.5 seconds away from it at the moment as they come up through McLean's now. And in saying that, these guys are starting to spread out just a little bit, just taming it down a little bit. As we said, oh, Eamon was wide there. Eamon was a bit wide through Coppice, and now JK's got a run on him as they come down into the S's. Eamon's going to defend. Will JK try it around the outside? He is, and he's done it too. Oh no! Does contact Demon somehow saved it and rejoins in 9th. Gagat going through for a bit of an excursion on the exit of the S's just behind him, but somehow there was a car. JK's off again. JK's off again at Red Gate, and this time he's struggling to get it back onto the circuit. This is going to drop him well down the field. Looks like he's going to rejoin in 14th, just behind Rashid Rahman, and Kevin Huang's off as well. He's off at Red Gate. Oh, Kevin. So Kevin rejoins, but he's well and truly at the back of the field now. Oh, no. Looks like Kevin might actually be having some internet issues. That looked like an internet lag, because now he's back ahead of the... and saying that he still drops. So, back up the front quickly. Well, we got a chance. Dale Brady still leads. He's got 3.5. It's still around 3.5 seconds now. Back to RN Taruna. Edmund Wong's well and truly dropped back in 3rd. As has Alexis Capano actually. He's dropped back off the back of Wong in 4th as well. Golf is still in 5th. He's still running. Zhongji Wong's now up in 6th. He's starting to pull away from this battle, so, as is Mark Robinson. In fact, no, Mark Robinson isn't. He's in 7th. Gilbert Eamon's about a second back in 8th. Adita Gagat in a 9th. He's about a second and a half back. Then you got Craigsick in 10th. Kelvin Wong in 11th. He's got Rashid Rahman just behind him in 12th. Dean Jose in 13th. Go JK in 14th. Kevin Huang 15th. And Paul Faustino 1 lap down in 16th now. Which that's not the race he would have hoped for. After starting well inside the top 10, it's just not been his race. But obviously, oh, JK's off. JK's off on a straight. And now, yes, Kevin Huang will take 14th away from him as they go through the S's. JK might have had a mistake made. That was random, to be honest. Oh, and now there's contact between JK and Faustino on the straight. But that was a weird mistake from JK on the straight, in the middle straight. And now Huang is off at turn 1 as well. So, battle for 8th, Gilbert Eamon and Adia Gagar. They're about half a second apart, or they were at the last bit, but it looks like Eamon's pulled away a little bit through the middle part of the lap, through Coppice and McLean's, as they come down the Dunlop straight and into the S's. It's still actually half a second. Actually, there's a great battle just behind them as well for 10th between Frazik, Calvin Wong, Rahman and Jose. Calvin Wong, who qualified inside the top 5, does have the pace of these guys, but it doesn't look like he has the consistency. He went wide on the X of the S's there. That's cost him speed, and Frazik is pulled away a little bit as a result. As they come into Red Gate, Rahman running a little bit wide, can't really take advantage of it. Jose is sort of on the back of this train as Kevin Huang's gone off the track again at Red Gate. But let's look at this battle. Let's look at this battle for 10th. As because Frezik's just made a mistake through the old hairpin. Now Kevin Wong's going to go alongside him, coming up to McLean's. Can he do it around the outside? And he's going to get it done before they even reach the corner. Calvin Wong up into 10th. Frezik down to 11. Now can Rashid Rahman make a move? And he's got to make it quick because his teammate Dean Jose is not too far behind him either. As they come down the Dunlop straight into the S's. Just an update on at the front. Dale Brady has a 5.3 second lead over Taruna, who's actually, he must have made a mistake because Edmund Wong is now within 0.7 of a second of second place. So it'll be interesting to see if he can wheel him in and make a move. Edmund Wong wasn't as quick as the guys he's racing in qualifying. We'll see if he's better in race trim as they come down into the S's for the 14th time, sorry. No, it was the 15th time, I apologise. And across the line, it doesn't look like he's close enough as they cross the line. It's about 6 tenths between the two. So Brady has got a 5.2 second lead up ahead of these two. And Calpano's about 5.5 seconds behind. So Calpano's really dropped off the pace in the past 5 minutes or so of this race. As Taruna wise through the old hairpin, but it's not really hindered him much. The gap's out to about a second now between these two. We go back, that battle for 8th is still happening between Eamon and Gagat, but I think Eamon has the pace over Gagat, especially when he goes wide through red gate like that. And see what happens here between Dean Jose and Rashid Rahman as they come down through Craner Curve now, down in through the old hairpin. See what happens as I think there was Kelvin Wong a little bit wide just up the road. And this is still a great battle actually. In fact, from 10th through to 13th is still a great battle. Probably our closest battle on track, excluding the one for second, which we'll keep an eye on. The gap's still 7 tenths between Taruna and Edmund Wong in the battle for second. So they're not really battling in terms of side-by-side action just yet. So we'll see as they come, as Jose and Warman now come down through the S's. No one really gaining an advantage. It's a bit of stalemate at the moment in this battle for 10th because no one's really quicker than anyone else other than Calvin Wong, but we expect that given his qualifying performance, we expect Calvin to sort of drive away from these guys. He should really be in the top 5 rather than down in 10th place. Looks like Jose's starting to catch Frizik now as they come through Craner Curve and into the old hairpin. Yeah, Jose really closing up now for P11 in 12th place. Oh, he gets a bit loose though on the exit of the old hairpin. That's not going to help him, and he's lost the time that he gained earlier in the lap. As now it looks like he's got to do all that work again now. As Faustino in the background, a lap down, sort of racing JK though. Oh, JK's off again. JK is off the road again at Coppice, and that's going to give Kevin Huang 14th back. Let's get back to this battle now because Dean Jose is all over the back of Jack's 3-6 car, and he looks to the inside now going into the red gate, but he's not close enough to make a move. It looks like he might get a run on the exit though. No, he doesn't. And so they'll come through Hollywood and Craner Curve, see if he can make a move into the old hairpin, but I don't think he's going to be able to as he gets a good exit. Oh, he's a little bit wide. He's missed the apex there. He's not going to get the best run, but he might be close enough as they come into McLean's. He might have a look, but no, he just stays in line for now. He's got to move on. There's only 5 minutes. Oh, that's going to give him a look. Prozik sideways on the exit of McLean's, but Jose not able to make it stick. Sorry, on the inside of Coppice as they come down Dunlop Straight now, and then into the S's. Will Jose have a look? He's not really close enough, to be honest. He's got to be careful though because Rahman's only about a second back. So if these two battle for too much, they'll bring Rashid Rahman into this battle as well as they come into Red Gate. It looks like Praxic has the upper hand for now, but here comes Jose again down through Craner Curve into the old hairpin. Oh, Praxic wide, very wide. That's going to give Jose an easy 11th place but Rashid Rahman not close enough to take 12 from Jack Friezak as they come through McLean's. Ooh. It's closed up at the front. Dale Brady has had his lead trimmed to 4 seconds over Arwen Taruna. Actually, it's down to 3.7 now as they come through McLean's. And Taruna's bringing Edmund Wong as well. Edmund Wong's been able to stick with Taruna here. And he's still only 1.1 seconds off the back of the second place driver. So now we've got the top three within 5 seconds once again. See what the gaps are as they come through the second split. It's come down further because Tarun is now only 3.5 seconds off the back of Brady. I think it's too little too late now with such little time to go in this race. We've still got Alexis Carpano running in 4th, and we still have Golf running in 5th. John G. Wong in 6th as well. He's managed to pull away from that battle by 9 seconds now, so he's all on his lonesome. Mark Robinson 7th. Gilbert Eamon is not on his lonesome, that's for sure. He's still battling with Aditya Gagat, and Calvin Wong's now joined this battle as well, or he had until he went wide at Cobbers. That's going to drop him a little further back, but look at this battle because Gagat's going to be close enough here to have a look at Eamon into the S's. Will he be able to get it done? No, he won't. He had a look and he had a go, but he wasn't close enough to Eamon, and now he's dropped back a little bit as they come down the front straight once again. In the background, it looks like Friezak's under pressure from Rashid Rahman as well. He's defending into right gate. Will Rahman try and go around the outside? Yes, he will. Can he get the switch back? Yes, he can. Does he have the drive? He does have the drive. And he's going to grab 12th place. That's a great move from Rashid Rahman there. But let's get back to this battle fight. Oh, Gagat is wide. Calvin Wong's even wider through Old Hairpin. And actually, Dean Jose's now sort of come into this battle as well. So obviously, Eamon and Gagat have been battling because both Calvin Wong and Dean Jose have joined this battle now. As actually, now that Wong's made that mistake, he's sort of dropped off the back of it, and Gagat's not really close to Eamon at this current stage. But it's closing up at the front. It's definitely closing up at the front. Here comes Taruna. Oh, I lied. That wasn't Taruna. That was JK, his teammate. The two cars look so similar. I thought Taruna was like almost right on his gearbox then, but he wasn't. Brady's well in control. Maybe just saving a bit of fuel, making sure he gets to the end of this race, as I believe they will be starting the final lap this time around. I could also be wrong. To be honest, I don't really know. So they cross the line. Dale Brady now it's down to 2.4 seconds between Dale Brady and Arwen Taruna at the front. Edmund Wong's dropped well off the back of Taruna. So this race may not just be done quite yet for the lead. And this is the final lap. So Dale Brady controlling this one to the end, using all the gap. It's now down to 1.9, but I think he knows. I think he's just controlling it, and I think Taruna's, as much as he's trying, I think he knows that there's not enough time to try and take this win away from Dale Brady, providing that the lap cars don't do anything out of craziness and nothing happens coming into the S's for the final time. And we'll have Dale Brady come through the S's behind, I believe that's Faustino, it is. But Dale Brady will come across and win race 1 here at Donington. Owen Taruna will finish 2nd, and we'll wait for Edmund Wong to come across the line. He will finish 3rd. And then Alexis Carpano, he'll come across and finish 4th. See, Calvin Wong's got into 9th ahead of Gagat. But there's no real battles to finish up here. It's all pretty much done. Golf has probably had the loneliest race of his life to finish 5th, but a very well-deserved 5th place for Golf. Jeong Ji Wong, he'll come across the line. He will finish in 6th. Mark Robinson 7th. Gilbert Eamon in 8th. Kelvin Wong will just hang on to 9th. Oh, no, Gatga's off. He may lose 10th. Will Gatga get 10th? Will he? Or will Jose steal? No, Gatga just gets to line to secure 10th ahead of Dean Jose. Rashid Rahman 13th. Jacquet Frizik in 13th and Kevin Huang 14th. Go JK in 15th. Paul Festinio in 16th. And of course, earlier on in the race, we lost Alan Escott. So that concludes race 1 here at Donington of round 2 of the RF2 Asia series, the midweek series using radicals. We'll go for a quick break and then we'll be back for race 2. welcome back to the RF2 Asia Series Midweek Radical Series. Here we are at round 2 at Donington, but let's have a look in the, while we're sort of waiting for race 2 to start, let's have a look at the next few events happening in the RF2 Asia Series world, as I like to say. So on Sunday we have round 2 of the McLaren 650 GT3 series, and that will be, originally the schedule was to have that at Zandvoort, but that has been moved to the week after this, or next week, and so Zandvoort has been swapped with Watkins Glen, so the McLaren series will be at Watkins Glen for this week. Next week in the Radical series, we head to Nogaro in Spain for round 3 of the championship, and that will be next Wednesday night. And then for the last of the series, we have the endurance series. Oh, and by the way, you'll be able to catch myself, Daniel Benefield, here on Sim News TV for both of those races. And then on August 20th, so next Sunday, we have the 2.4 hours of Misano for the endurance series. And I know you won't be catching me for that because I'll be racing in it. So I believe we'll have Thomas Hens and Joshua Anderson on hand for that one in a week and a half's time, and really looking forward to that 2.4 hour race. But Misano's a great track to drive on. I'm not sure how multi-class will be handled there. It'll be interesting, but in the P2 anyway, in the LMP2 car, in the Ligier, it's a great track to drive. So much, the back part of the circuit where it's all flat the whole way through is amazing. Anyway, let's get back to this race, to Donington here, round 2 of the Radical series, and so another 25-minute race coming up, yet a reverse grid 25-minute race. So this should be an interesting race. We do have Alan Escott, who was our retirement from race 1. He is back, so he should be off pole position. We'll see the grid officially once we go into the race. Pardon me. We'll see the grid officially when we start, as we're just waiting on Kevin Huang, who we saw had a couple of internet issues in race 1. So I think he's just trying to sort them out before we set the grid and go on to race 2 here at Donington. So obviously the national layout here at Donington doesn't really get as much attention as the old Grand Prix layout gets. That's still obviously the Grand Prix layout still used for World Superbikes and potentially MotoGP, according to rumours, but I'm not here to go into rumours, I'm here to commentate on a race. But the national layout obviously gets used for a bit of local stuff, including the British Touring Car Championship, which always has great races here at Donington. I believe they've already been here this year. I don't know the BTCC schedule off the back of my head, partly because I don't get much of a chance to watch it. Being in Australia, it's not really shown over here, unfortunately. Which is a shame, to be honest, because the British Touring Car Championship is a great championship to watch. But yeah, a great little track. Obviously, most famous for the late 80s and early 90s when it used to host Formula 1, and I think possibly one of the most iconic moments of Enzo's career during the first lap of the 1993 British Grand Prix. in the wet, which I'm sure everyone has seen about 5,000 times on YouTube or some sort of video somewhere. But I'm sure who'll be starting fifth. I wonder it'll be interesting to see who starts fifth in this race, because I think they might want to replicate a Senna-esque on the first lap. Not that it's really raining in the server at the moment, which is, if I'm honest, is a little bit unfortunate. It's a lot of fun driving in the rain on rFactor 2, I must admit. It is a bit of fun, I'll be honest. We'll just take a quick break here from Donington before we get underway with race 2, and then we'll be back for the start. So welcome back everyone to Donington for round 2 of the RF Asia's Radical Series, as we head into, well, we've finished the second warm-up, and we'll just wait now to go to the second race, and as I say that, we go to the grid for the second race of the day. Another 25-minute race here at Donington in the Radical SR3s for round 2 of the championship. So now we just wait for the start of the formation lap, And just this is a reverse grid of the finishing order from race 1. So as a result of pole position, we have our only DNF from race 1, Alan Escott, on pole position. Starting out second, we got Paul Fristino, who had a horror race 1. He'll start out of P2. Go JK will start from P3. Kevin Huang will start out of 4th, and Jake Frizek will start from 5th. Rashid Rahman will start out of 6th. Dean Jose will start out of 7th. Aditya Gagat will start out of 8th. Calvin Wong, who also not as bad as Festinio, but he had a bad first race as well. He'll start from 9th. Gilbert Eamon will start from 10th. Mark Robinson will start from 11th. Jongji Wong, he'll start from 12th. Golf, who had the loneliest race in the world in race 1, he'll start from 13th. I don't think he'll have a lonely race this time around. Alexis Calpano, he'll start from 14th. Edmund Wong will start from 15th. Aaron Taruna will start in 16th. And of course our race 1 winner, Dale Brady, he'll start at the back of the field in 17th position. So our pole sitter, Alan Escott, has already lined up on the grid here, and Dale Brady hasn't even entered the final chicane, so he's going to be sitting on the grid there for a while. And Brady's actually got a really big gap to the rest of the field for whatever reason. As these last 3 are taking forever to grid up. So here we go then, as they slowly make their way, just about finish gridding up, and they have now. So now we await the green light. Here they come. Here come the lights. And we're racing here a good start from Frizek. Frizek from 5th on the grid. There's contact in the field. I can't see, there's a car off on the straight, but Frizek got a great start. He's up in 2nd. Escott will hold on to the lead. Frizek up in 2nd, JK 3rd. Looks like Rahman's off, and Huang started 4th. He's off. Calpano's off as well. So those 3 have rejoined in at the back of the field, but Kevin Huang started 4th. He's already down to 16th. That's a disappointment for him, as we've got Taruna now coming past. Actually, Jongji Wong, he's been swapped. Calvin Wong will go past for 10th. Dale Brady, so he's already up to 12th. Actually, make that 11th possibly, as he goes down the inside of Wong. A little bit of contact. Oh, there's a car off there. I think it's Eamon. Yes, it's Gilbert Eamon. He's gone off. He's around. He'll rejoin at the back of the field. But Dale Brady, our race 1 winner, he's already into 10th, and he's already looking at Calvin Wong now as they come down the Dunlop Straight. Calvin Wong driving down the middle of the road. Brady to the inside. Will he be able to make the move stick? There's a little bit of contact through the middle. A little bit more. Somehow they hold on to it all. As now here comes Georgie Woog again to the inside of Brady into Redgate. Now, and actually behind him it looks like, oh no, Golf. Oh, there's contact. Brady's around. So is Golf. Oh, there's 3 cars around. John G. Wood's around as well. So Brady rejoins. He's in 12th. Golf and Woong, John G. Woong, they're at the back. Back up the front quickly is that, so we've got Escott, Frizek, Fristanio, Edmund Wong's up to 4th, JK in 5th. We've got Edmund Wong just moving ahead of JK, he's now into 4th place. And look at this train, there's 7 cars there in the train for the lead. As that, Festinio's on the inside, there's contact, Frizek and Festinio side by side. Here comes Edmund Wong. Edmund Wong's gonna go around the outside of both of them. Will he be able to hold the Frizek, trying to find him into the no, he won't. Oh, Escott made a mistake as well up ahead. Well, Edmund Wong now. Edmund Wong side by side for the lead as they come down the recross straight. And Edmund Wong going to he's leading that line. Will he be able to hold it though into Redgate? Yes, he will. Very good move by Edmund Wong. He's now in the lead. But it's going to be on for 2nd. As actually it's going to be on for 5th, because here comes Taruna now on JK. Jose looking at Gagat in the back and behind these two as well. It's just going to settle down for now. As don't know where to look. Fastidio is now having a look at Escott for second, but he's not quite close enough. And in the background, JK is now side by side for rFactor. As Taruna's now, for Taruna forced off the track. He's going to drop back. He's dropped back behind Gagat. He's dropped behind Jose. He's dropped behind Wong. As all of this is starting to get a bit messy. Taruna now on the inside of Calvin Wong. He's going to take 7th. Looks like Jose around the outside of Gagat, just ahead of that as well, as they come down into the S's. So Gagat, Taruna's actually going to try and get Jose as well, and he will. Through the S's. So Gagat 5th, Taruna 6th, Jose 7th, Calvin Wong 8th. Carpani is already up to 9th, and Brady is in 10th. So as they come through Redgate, once again, so it's starting to settle down the front. Edmund Wong's starting to pull away from Fastadio. He's pulling away from JK, but behind that, it's anyone's race. Now Taruna looking to the inside of Gagat into the old hairpin. He's not going to make it stick. Gagat goes a little bit wide, but he should be able to hold on to position for now. As they come up to McLean's for the fourth time, sorry. Sorry. Looks like Frizak is on the inside of JK up ahead. He's going to take 3rd into Compass. Sorry, not clear. We're not Brands Hatch. What is this? But now JK's down the switchback. He's on the inside, coming down the Belmont straight into the, and he's going to be on the inside for the S's. But he backs out. Oh, there's contact. Gagat's gone. Oh, there's a big accident. There's cars everywhere at the S's at the moment. That was a massive accident. So, the field's been completely reset once again. And that all started because it was JK didn't go for that move on Taruna. On Frizak, sorry, Taruna's got up ahead of JK into 4th now. But that all started with an accordion effect when JK came back onto the racing line under brakes into the S's, and everything else is history. As now Taruna to the outside of Frizak, but Frizak aggressive defending there to hold on to 3rd through McLean's, and they'll come up to Coppice now. And Frizak's wide, and Taruna's already on the inside. He'll have this easy. He'll have this by the exit. Can he hold on to it? He should have a massive run. I'd be more looking for JK to try and take 4th away. He had a look, but he's not going to be able to get it done. So, let's update the standings since it's all been... we've lost Aditya Gagat from the race, so he's out of the race. He's our first retirement of race 2. So we've got Edmund Wong. He's got a 2-second lead over Paul Fastidio. Owen Taruna is in 3rd, Frizak 4th, JK 5th, Calvin Wong in 6th, Robinson 7th, Jose 8th, Eamon 9th, with his with Kevin Huang. Actually, this is getting a bit feisty for a bit feisty for P9, which is to the position chain. Oh, JK got by Frizak, and here comes Kelvin Wong around the outside, which puts him on the inside for McLean's, but he doesn't even need to wait until that. Oh, JK's around! And he does make the wall. This is going to drop him well and truly back down the field now. And he hasn't been, he got reverse. But he's got to rejoin at the very back of the field now, which is a shame for, and he spun it again. We'll move away from that so we don't embarrass JK anymore. So Calvin Wong up to 4th, now Frizak 5th, and now Jose's, there's a 3-car battle in the back. Oh, Brady and Carpano, they've touched. Carpano's off the road, coming onto the front straight. So Brady in 12th, Carpano in now 13th. And he's going to have John G. Wong for company into Regate. Wong to the inside. Will he be able to make it stick? No, he won't. Carpano holds it around the outside, and now Wong's going to come under pressure from Golf. Golf having a bit more action this race than he did in race 1. He's now on the back of John G. Wong for 14th. As Kevin Wang, and Wang's actually ahead of Eamon now. curve, but for how much longer? That's a question in itself, because Wayne, oh no, Wayne got loose, had the brake, and even had nowhere to go other than into the back of him, and now he's going to rejoin down in 15th place. So, where are our battles? Where are they gone? That's all. Thank God, I can take a breath. So Dale Brady up into 10th now. He's got past Alan Escott, our pole sitter. He's down to 11th now. He's gonna have Alexis Calpano, John G. Wong, and Golf on his tail pretty shortly. As these three pull on Antunes Calpano missing the apex there at Redgate. It's very weird. And he's got the headlights on. There's Alexis Calpano. He wants to move forward. It's interesting because we've both seen Brady and Calpano like well inside the top 10 at some points in this race. As Escott very wide on the exit of the old hairpin. But we're seeing Brady and Calpano well inside the top 10 at points in this race. But they've got into other people's issues and that's dropped them back down. As now Calpano on the back of Escott, and Escott missing the corner. Calpano off the road. So that's going to drop him back down. He's going to rejoin in 14th, just ahead of Gilbert Eamon. Meanwhile, Dale Brady has moved past Kevin Huang. I think Huang made a mistake. Actually, now Brady's all over the back of Rashid Rahman as they come down the recross straight. Brady's going to look to the inside here and he should be able to get it done, and does. He moves up into 8th place now at the expense of Rashid Rahman on at the old hairpin. So, Golf and Escott are side by side. There's a little bit of contact. Golf looks like he's going to hold on to 11th just for now as they come through. Oh, he's off the road. Is Alan Escott. As now John Ji Young wants a look. And Escott off the road. Jung sideways. Escott still off the road. John Ji Young will take 12th place though away from Alan Escott. And Alexis Calpano. Calpano has been off the road about 3 different times now. He's not had a great race at all. And now he's going to try and pass Alan Escott. Oh, John Ji Wood's off. Or is he gone completely? I think John Ji Wood's having internet issues. Yep. So now he's back in 14th now that he's back in 7th. Alexis Calpano, making a little bit of contact with Alan Escott there in the middle of the S's. That's a shame for John Ji Wong, so because now he's got to get past the pole sitter Alan Escott once again as they come through Redgate. See what Alexis Calpano can do as they come through Hollywood and then into Crater Curve. He's not really close enough to try and do anything at the old hairpin. He might, but he's not going to. Missed the apex a bit there as oh no! Oh no! That's gonna be Alexis Calpano. If you didn't have any luck, you wouldn't have any at all. Getting caught up in other people's problem, and he's out too. Alexis Calpano is out of the race. Alan Escott's got no rear wing. He might retire as well. Okay. I thought we might have had a battle for P4, P5 then, but we don't. Anyway, let's run through the field quickly while we have a chance. So we've got Edmund Wong in the lead. Roughly 2 seconds back is Paul Fastanio. And coming at both of them is Aaron Taruna, our second place finisher from race 1. He's into 3rd and he's only 2.7 seconds off the lead now. So, and he's got Paul Fastanio in his sights. He's just about under the rear wing of that Radical ahead of him as they come past the Lipin Alan Escott. And he was actually spun off the track there, I just realised. So now, Taruna, how long will it take? We're only about halfway through the race, so he's got plenty of time to get these last 2 overtakes done to take race 2. And at this rate, he would win the round because Brady is down in 8th at the moment and not looking to make inroads on him anytime soon. He's only about a second behind Dean Jose ahead of him. But look at Taruna has a run on Fastanio coming through Schwartz curve, coming up to McLean's. Does he make a move to the inside? He does make a move to the inside. Does he make it steep? No, there's contact. He slides, but well held by Aaron Taruna there. To not spin around on the exit of Claros. How did Dale Brady just made 2 positions somehow, like instantly? I wonder if Frezak made a mistake. But Dale Brady now up into 6-hour race 1 winner. He's got Mark Robinson is the next car on his list. Taruna's got Fastanio's made a mistake. He's now got Calvin Wong for company. But now Aaron Taruna, he has clear track between himself and the race lead, that being Edmund Wong. But he's 3.7 seconds down at the moment, which is less than ideal. With just over 10 minutes to go. These are sprint races, so there's not a lot of time to get much done. So where's Dale Brady? He's in 6th. He's about a second behind Mark Robinson, but he's going to be catching him ever so quickly. See how long it takes for our race 1 winner to get into the top 5. It's down. He just caught up by 4 tenths in sector 1 alone on this lap. So we'll see what happens as they come through Coppice. And actually Mark Robinson made a little bit of a mistake on the exit of Coppice there. So Darryl Brady's got a huge run, but he's not going to be close enough to use it into the S's. See if he gets a good at it. He is, because Robinson's made a mistake at the S's. He's going to be close enough. Brady, will he look to the inside? He will look to the inside down the right cross straight into Redgate. And he should be able to make this pretty... yeah, there it is. He's done it. So Dale Brady into the top 5 now, as he moves ahead of Mark Robinson. Alan Ascot in the pits, repairing that rear wing. But here comes Aaron Taruna. Last time I mentioned the gap, it was 3.7 seconds. It's already down to 2.4. Make that 1.9 as they come down the Dunlop straight and into the S's for the 14th time, I should say. As we get to 10 minutes to go, there's only 10 minutes left, but at this rate, Aaron Taruna will easily get to Edmund Wong. Last lap, Wong did a 107.8, Taruna 107.0, so he was 8 tenths faster last lap alone, which is a lot of time in a lap that's only 67 odd seconds long. So as they come through the old hairpin, let's see as they come up to the first split, and it's another half a second in the favour of Taruna as they come up through Flynn McLean, sorry. I keep going to say clear race for some reason. Why do I think I'm at... Oh no! What's happened to Edmund Wong? He's blown his engine. Edmund Wong's blown his engine from the lead. He's out. And what we'll do is we'll focus on that battle that's just coming past, because Paul Fastanio is now in 2nd and Calvin Wong is in 3rd, and this battle for what is now 2nd place is most definitely on. As they come down the Dunlop straight into the S's. Oh, Calvin so close to the back of Paul Fastanio. As they come down the wheat cross straight once again. See, Fastanio defends. He forces Calvin Wong to the outside into Redgate. Will he try to switch? And no. Great block part defending there from Fastanio. I forgot the word, sorry. By stopping the car on the apex and not allowing Calvin Wong to get the switchback. That's going to hold Calvin Wong up until this point, like the old hairpin. Kelvin Wong going a little bit wide on the exit. We saw him doing that a lot in the first race. And it didn't really work for him as they come up to McLean's. Kelvin Wong, so good on the brakes there. Really closed up under the back of the wing of the car in front, which is really hard to do. And Kelvin Wong is off. He's off the road. Will Dale Brady's gonna get past him. Dale Brady's gonna grab third. Comes straight past him as if, well, he pretty much was standing still, wasn't he? So Dale Brady, race 1 winner, now up into third. If he gets to second, he ties with Aaron Taruna for the round. Pretty simple equation. 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 for the two drivers, possibly. As Brady now comes into Wong. Kevin Wong likes to run wide on exits. It's about the 50th time we've seen him run wide on the exit of a corner at some point in the two races today. Mark Robinson starting to come under pressure from Dean Jose for 5th now as well. Jose, it's only half a second between these two now, so we'll see what happens. See if Jose can close up on the back of Mark Robinson. Good effort from Mark Robinson. You normally see in reverse grid races that the people that start at the front normally drop back. I mean, I know he didn't start at the very front, but he's done very well to hold a top 5. But Dean Jose is getting closer and closer as they come down through the chicane. Oh, very big wiggle there from Mark Robinson. Jose's got to get this done because there's only 6 minutes left. So he's got to get this move done very quickly if he wants a top 5 in this second race. There's not really any... Oh, there was contact. We've lost Jeonji Wong as well, which is a shame. So that's how 4th, and Alan Escott as well. So we've lost 5 drivers from this race so far. Only 12 drivers left running. We were expecting the chaos to be more in race 2, and that's what's happened as Dean Jose very close to Mark Robinson as they come into McLean's now. This is the battle for 5th we're looking at. And now Jose didn't get the best exit there. McLean's to come through Coppice. Mark Robinson's very good on the exit of McLean's, and very good through Coppice. He's sort of drawn that gap out a bit more now as they come down into the S's. He's other than that big wobble we saw last lap from Mark Robinson, he's got a good run through the S's that time around as well. Just keeping an eye on what Dale Brady's doing as well. See if Jose's wide on the exit of Redgate. Now he's dropped even further back behind Mark Robinson. Mark Robinson can start feeling a little more comfortable in that 5th place. He might just be able to hold it now with 4 minutes to go. Just trying to see. Kevin Huang's made a mistake and Golf's grabbed 9th position off him. And Gilbert Eamon isn't too far behind him either. So, with 4 minutes left, or close to 3 minutes left now, Aaron Taruna is your leader. Paul Fastanio is in second, but for how much longer? Because Dale Brady is coming very quickly. Kevin Wong in 4th. Mark Robinson 5th. Dean Jose in 6th. Jake Frizek in 7th. Rashid Rahman in 8th. Golf in 9th. Kevin Huang in 10th, but for how much longer? Because here comes his Gilbert Eamon in 11th. He's looking to the inside. Doesn't get it done. Oh, actually, there might have been contact there because Huang had to catch it. Now Eamon, bump drafting him down the straight. That doesn't normally work in radicals. As now, does Eamon look to the inside? He does look to the inside. Will he be able to get it done? Yes, he does. Has he gone too deep? No. Very good move there from Gilbert Eamon to take 10th away from Kevin Huang. Huang not able to respond, and he's in the grass, and that's not going to help his case at all. And to round out the field, or the remaining drivers that are still running, Go JK is in 12th. So, can Dale Brady get second? Can Dean Jose get fifth? With just 3 minutes left of this race. It's very unlikely. Very hard to, well, as we've seen throughout both races. Oh, Mark Robinson getting loose again. Very hard to make a move stick here without the other person having to make a mistake like Mark Robinson just did. Sadly, Jose just not close enough to take advantage. He's closing up because Robinson looks like he made a mistake at Red Gate as well. As they come down through Hollywood, through Corona Curve, and then through Old Hairpin. As Robinson a bit wider now. Jose's really on him. Here he comes through Shorts Curve. Up to McLean's now. He's on the outside. He doesn't make it stick. Robinson holds it for now, but will Jose get the exit out of McLean's up into Coppice now? Does he look to the inside? No, he won't. He's going to hope for a mistake or a better run. Here he comes now. Here they come now. Down the Dunlop Straight. Not really close enough. Jose's not close enough to make a move on Robinson down into the S's. They can't battle too much because Frajek's only about 3 seconds back, and Robinson again out of the S's gets loose. He has to defend now into Redgate. Will Jose, he comes back on the racing line actually. Jose has a look, doesn't quite make it stick. Going into Redgate, and he's dropped back a little bit now as a result, sorry. Now, Dale Brady, he hasn't got much time to get that done on Paul Fastanio. He's going to have to be a last lap pass. Trying to watch two different battles here at the same time. As I don't think Jose's going to get this move done, to be honest, on Mark Robinson. I think Robinson knows where he's stronger now and will be able to defend in places where he might be a bit weaker than Dean Jose. And Jose with a massive slide on the entrance to Coppice Corner, and that will definitely put pay to a 5th place. And as we go on to the last lap, so we're on the last lap now, so Orange Marina on the last lap. Will Dale Brady though, will he be able to get second with a last lap pass on Paul Fastanio as they come through Hollywood and through Corona Curve for the final time tonight? Down into the Old Hairpin is Brady. Oh no, Brady's one wide. Somehow kept it on the road. He just caught the grass on the entry to Old Hairpin, but somehow managed to keep it on the road and not really lose much time to Fastanio. We'll come back to this because Orange Marina, he's coming down the Dunlop Straight now for the final time. He came second in race 1, missed most of the carnage in race 2, and as a result, as he comes through the S's for the final time, gets a well-deserved win in the second race here at Donington Park. But who's gonna finish second? Brady. Brady's going. He's hit him. Brady's hit him as they come through the S's for the final time. Fastanio is gonna hold on to second. Brady will finish in third. What a great way to finish our night of racing here at Donington. Kelvin Wong will finish in 4th. Mark Robinson will hold on to 5th over Dean Jose. He's just going to beat Jack Frizak to the line. He's going to finish in 7th. Russian Rahman will finish in 8th. Golf will finish in 9th. Kevin Huang will come across the line and finish in 10th. Gilbert Eamon looks like he'll finish in 12th. And Go JJ is reversing on the track, but he will finish in 12th. And then we have our retirements, John Chi Yop Wong, who will finish, who ended up 13th with his retirement. Edmund Wong, who blew off his engine from the lead. Such disappointment for Edmund Wong, blowing his engine while in the lead of the race. Alan Escott, Alexis Calpano, and Aditya Kagat. Oh, what a race. What a second race. That was amazing. Especially in that battle at the end between Paul Fastanio and Dale Brady, which literally came to the last corner. That was some great battles there. So, that our night of racing here at the rFactor 2, the RF2 Asia Series, live from Donington Park for round 2 of the championship. The next time you will see the Radicals will be next week, next Wednesday, 16th of August, and we'll see them at Nagaro. You can join myself, Daniel Banfield, for that. You can also join me on Sunday for the McLaren 650S Championship, which was originally going to be at Zandvoort, but they'll be racing at Watkins Glen. And then don't forget, next Sunday, the 20th of August, we'll have the Endurance Series, the 2.4 hours of Misano, and that will be on the 20th of August, and you'll be able to catch Thomas Hinds and Joshua Anderson for that race. Until then, I've been Daniel Banfield. Naz has been on the cameras as always, and we'll see you on Sunday.